In today's digital age, an invisible thread connects us all. It's not woven from fiber or steel, but from data and pixels. This thread binds us to something vast and complex, a network that knows no boundaries, where human experiences are shared at the speed of light. This is the world of social media, a marvel of modern technology that has reshaped how we communicate, who we meet, and what we know about the world around us. But beneath the surface of likes, shares, and connections, there lies a more troubling reality. A question arises: is our need to stay connected through social media disconnecting us from real life?
I think that social media impacts mental health by exacerbating a lot of pre-existing issues that people already carry with them into a social media app. So if that's loneliness, depression, disordered eating, feelings of social isolation, or antisocial behavior like anger, violence, anything like that, all of those problems, however those manifest in an individual person, are going to be exacerbated through algorithmic logic in a social media platform. So the longer that that person stays in any given app or even throughout a social media ecosystem, the more that that algorithm is going to give them more and more intense content surrounding whatever they're interacting with. So if that's violence against women, then they're going to see more of that. If that's suicidal ideation, they're going to see more of that the more time that they spend. So it's really just exacerbating problems that people take with them into the app. So young people, of course, are more vulnerable to social media platforms and the manipulative way that the algorithm crafts a reality for them within that social media app.
I would say the most likely disorders that are probably being classified are anxiety disorders would be my guess. Just the way that social media creates situations of unfair social comparison that are easy to make and incentivizes some negative behaviors that don't occur as much in face-to-face interaction. It has kind of that anxiety-inducing effect on people. So I would say that's the major, probably one that you would see the most in people. It definitely makes people think about it a lot, the pressure, because the thing about the social media environment as a modality is it has this ability to be instantaneous if you want it to be. You can really be in real time, but it also puts people in a certain sort of psychological situation that's different from other types of human interactions. Because you're so distant from someone and you can't read them and their nonverbal cues, because most of interaction or most of communication is nonverbal actually, so it removes all of that nonverbal interaction. And so part of the things that leads to people becoming more anxious and maybe even depressed because of the social comparisons that can happen is that they fall into these traps of things called like the sinister attribution bias. When you're not hearing immediately from someone from an environment where you think they can respond immediately, you think they must be thinking bad things about you potentially. It's just a psychological thing we do. Or the idea that because they could possibly instantly respond to you in that moment, that they should, and the expectation is that, and that it's sort of about you, which again leads into that kind of the sinister motivations you have of other people, when in reality a lot of people are just busy.
I feel like social media affects my mental health in a negative way because I feel like I'm constantly comparing myself to other girls. I have a negative outlook on my body image because I'm comparing myself to these other girls that are like models or just influencers on social media. And also just scrolling away just gives me anxiety. I feel like I'm wasting my life away on scrolling and paying attention to other people's lives rather than my own, like more than my own. So overall, I just think it gives me a lot of anxiety and it kind of just lowers my self-esteem and lowers my body image.
As we come to a close, let us be mindful as to what we indulge in on a day-to-day basis. Now think about the question from the beginning. Is the need to stay connected through social media disconnecting you from real life?